Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Create a Sim with me. And today I am going to be creating Teen Titans. I'm not sure if any of y'all remember the Teen Titans when you were younger. And I love that show. I watched it every weekend or every time it showed on air during the weekends, and I remember sitting down eating breakfast and just watching it, and I just loved it. I loved how funny it was. I also love the story. I mean, I am a sucker for love stories, so when they were, trying to make Robin and Starfire together, I was all for it. And I remember having such a huge crush on Robin, and I'm not sure if any of you guys ever also had a huge crush on Robin, but I did. And I just thought he was so, like he was a hero, and he was also a little bit aloof. So, I mean, I kind of like that. I kind of like that when guys come off like they don't care, but actually they do care a lot, and they're really sensitive. I think that's really cute. Anyway, here I am, creating Robin's look, and I can tell you, like, while I was creating this look, I just was struggling, man, and like it was so difficult to create all the looks for each character. And I think later on in the video you would see that I was struggling a lot with creating for, I think, was it Raven? I think Raven and Beast Boy, I really had some trouble with that. But it's because I really wanted them to look good. I really wanted them to look like modern day, but also comfortable. And I mean, the limitation of the colors though, and the kind of custom content that I have, but that's the beauty of it, right? That's the fun of creating lookbooks, is you have limitations, and you're stuck with a certain color, a certain style that you think the character would wear. And so I went with this, I went with Robin being, I almost see them in university, right? And they each have a particular major that they're taking, and I see Robin kind of doing maybe business or sports science, so he kind of gives off that very effortless look and oversized jeans, but also really stylish. And he's always had his headphones on, so that kind of tells us that he doesn't really want to talk to anyone. But he's a really cool guy, so you'll see him on campus walking around, and you're like, that's a really cute and cool guy. Anyway, I am now creating Raven. Yeah, and I think I was really struggling with like the eyebrows and the eyes especially. I was thinking, should I give her normal eyes, like normal contact lenses, just with a little bit of color. But I ended up going with the purple because I just wanted to stay true to her whole like color scheme. People identify Raven as purple. You think Teen Titans, you think purple, you think Raven. And for her hair, like I just envisioned her with short hair, and I think I was also really inspired by some of the comics that people drew online, and I went to Pinterest to kind of see how would modern day Raven look like, and I guess I drew some inspiration from that. And so obviously I had to give her highlights in her hair, which are purple, and definitely black hair. So I suppose this kind of looks like the cape, the hood and the cape that she puts on with her black hair, and the purple highlights. I really love the cross earrings though. These are some of the new CCs that I actually downloaded, and I really love it on her. And the eyes, For her eyelashes, I really had a hard time trying to find who the CC creator was. So if anybody knows, please drop me a message, and I just really want to tag them, but I just couldn't for the life of me find out who created that CC. So but I really love her eyelashes here. Obviously we had to give her a black lip, because I just think that she's into that dark, moody vibe. So black or slightly darker shade of purple lipstick would suit her very well. And you would see that I'm really struggling to pick a top for her, because man, a lot of the CC creators out there are creating really nice outfits, and I was on a roll just yesterday picking out all the sort of Y2K Gen Z kind of outfits, and I was downloading it like mad, I mean the one that she's wearing right now is actually something that I downloaded recently. So if you guys also want to have the same CC, just go check out my Tumblr. I link everything as much as I can on my Tumblr. So if you want to download any of the looks, just go on there. Tons of creators. I think this is my biggest CC content post ever that I've linked, and in the past I would try to keep it to a minimal, because honestly it's kind of like a lot of effort just trying to figure out, okay, this CC creator, link it, finding it online, but I really like the whole Teen Titans look, and I just really want to thank all the creators who actually helped create these looks and made this lookbook happen for me. So yeah, you'll see that I gave her fishnets. Oh my gosh, I have to talk about the choker, because the choker that we gave Raven actually was just one of the kits that you can download on The Sims. So I thought that was pretty cool. It totally matched, her having that red diamond gem on her forehead, but instead it's now on her neck. So awesome. Yeah, again, check out my Tumblr for all the CC links. And here we are creating Cyborg. I remember Cyborg and Beast Boy being really like the best of friends, If you guys ever watch Community on Netflix, I mean, that show, I loved it so much. And I feel like the kind of relationship that Troy and Abed had in Community really reminded me of Beast Boy and Cyborg. I mean, they were like the original Troy and Abed. No, I mean, there are tons of other characters that are like Troy and Abed, but you get my drift, right? And I love that they both were really funny. They were into like doing crazy stuff together. So I think for Cyborg's look, I really wanted to kind of tie in with his whole theme of like gray and blue, and I, like you can see here, trying to go for that jean, but I think it was too in your face. I wanted it to kind of be subtle. So I think for Cyborg, I really went for a more what do you call it, like sporty and almost, can I say Y2K? I think it's a little bit like Y2K. Like here you can see him in that race jeans type of vibe, and with this really tight what do you call that, like sports shirt top. Oh my gosh, I'm just at a loss for words how to describe clothing. Yeah, so anyway, I really wanted to go for a Y2K really cool look, and I thought like adding the beard would be nice, because I was just looking at his face and like there's something missing, so adding the beard was a good call. And I gave him these really cool shades. I thought, well, the whole look is tied in right now, so amazing. And here you can see me styling Starfire. She's also one of my favorite characters, although I did find her a little bit annoying at times whenever she's bugging Robin. Like, girl, just chill. You know, if he likes you, he would totally come up to you. But anyway, one of my favorite, actually my favorite Teen Titan character is Raven. Like, I love her. She's so cool. She's always in her dark place, which I think is kind of like most of us, I guess. But Raven, she's a cool cat. I mean, nothing bothers her really. Yeah, Starfire is like, you know, there's this fire in her, I guess, and she's full of energy. She is like the heart of the team, I suppose. And she just loves people, which is great. I think a lot of us could just love people a little bit more. I really like her hair here, so I was very inspired by one of the drawings that people did online, and they actually gave her bangs. And I didn't want to go for the kind of bangs that had, you know, the inverted C and the C kind of like look. So I went for these really wavy straight bangs which kind of look a bit unevenly cut. But I thought it was a really cool look to have, and I just see Starfire going to university being either a fashion or art major. And I can totally see any like fashion and art major girl. Also really cool having this Y2K Gen Z kind of hairstyle. Maybe she's into grunge music, or I don't know, she's into a lot of stuff, but mostly just into Robin. And you know, this top and this pair of jeans, like, I really love this pair of jeans. It's so unique. But I realized toward the end that I couldn't really, like, it was too much, right? It's just too much to look at. And I didn't really want to use the fishnets again because I kind of used that for Raven. So I changed it out later, and you will see that I changed it out to a pair of shorts, which I thought in the end it makes sense because I gave her leg warmers, and that really tied in the whole look. And if you look at how Starfire is being dressed, she's mostly in the colors like red or pink, purple, and green. Like, those are her primary color palettes. And so I just wanted to at least put some green in there. I initially went with these leg warmers, but I thought they were kind of too odd. Like, they look good, but still a little bit imbalanced, and I thought, okay, this one blended in a little bit better. So this is what I went with, and I was so happy and so glad to see Starfire's final look. Which, speaking of which, you will actually see at the end of the video. You can see a whole summary of all the looks that I've created, all 5 looks. And you can let me know down in the comments if you like it, or if you don't, you think I could do better, or you could do better. Just leave it in the comments. I also really struggled with Beast Boy's look. Beast Boys? I mean Beast Boy. I really struggled with his look because in the cartoon he actually looks green, right? And his hair is green, but because this is in real life, like, how would they look like? I didn't want to make him green, you know, that kind of like throws off the reality of things. So I decided instead that maybe I'll just give him green hair, right? And I can totally see him and Cyborg just being in university and taking an engineering class together. I can totally see them being like, hey bro, what's up? Do you want to go grab a sandwich or something? And playing video games and in each other's house. So hey, you know, I love Beast Boy and Cyborg, so I really tried to make him look kind of young, And I initially wanted to go with this pink color shirt that you see on screen right now because it has a gorilla, or what seems to look like a gorilla picture. And it kind of matches because Beast Boy has this purple like vest or singlet that he has on, and it kind of ties it in. But somehow I just felt like there is a little something odd about this particular tee. Like, I'm not saying that you can't match it together, but I was thinking maybe I can do something better. There's something else. Like, there's another alternative. And so you'll see later on that I tried on something else. And here you can see me trying on different hairstyles because I just didn't want him to have like the conventional spiky hair. I wanted him to look kind of cool, kind of like also a little bit into like geek culture. So I thought this hair was actually works really well. And I love his shoes, by the way. These are great shoes, and I think I tagged the creator in a Tumblr post, and I go to her Patreon every now and then because they're great. I mean, I'm just so in awe of the talent that we have in the Sims 4 community. So definitely go support them. And yeah, so this is the final look, and there we go. That's Robin. You'll see in a bit the other 4 creators. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this mini lookbook of the Teen Titans. Let me know down in the comments you like it or you don't like it. Remember to go to my Tumblr page to kind of check out all the links. Give this video a thumbs up, and definitely subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!